What's up, everybody? What's going on? So I've been making these types of videos the last week and a half or so, and actually, you know what? I don't want this battery to die, just in case. So I'm gonna plug in my charger at the same time, just to keep the battery going. So, anyways. What brought this topic tonight for tonight's vlog is because of a shirt that I like to wear, and I get these weird looks, snarky little banter, whispers under the tongue sometimes, and I can't help it is my favorite shirt. The t-shirt I'm referring to is my Android t-shirt, and I guess the question is, that through some people, is like, why do I like Android so much? So, in this video, I'm going to be discussing the same question, but in reverse. So, why isn't it okay for me to like Android? Why isn't it okay for me to represent the brand if it's something that I like? I mean, everybody reps what they like. You know, you have a favorite brand of sneaker, you wear your favorite shoe. You like to eat at a certain fast food restaurant, you dine there more frequently. You love your favorite beverage of drink, you drink it just about almost all the time. Why is it in the tech world wrong for one to like a particular brand? And I know the question can go two ways, because people can say the same thing about someone that reps Apple and likes Apple products and thinks that Apple products can do no wrong. Well, it's the same way. I mean, people like what they like, but why is it wrong for someone to like what they like? Or why do they have to feel like they have to hide what they like? Like, oh, someone may take offense to my t-shirt, I'm not going to wear it. You know, it's one thing if you're wearing something that is, I would deem to be an inappropriate gesture, image, or slur. Okay? I can see why then it would cause a bit of controversy. But for me, I've always been an Android user. I've liked Android since the very first Android phone I've ever had. And from going forward, I've never looked back or looked to seek anything else. There was only one time I used a platform outside of Android, and that was Windows Mobile, just to see what it was all about. And while it did provide me a good experience, it lacked in one area, and that was app development. And I couldn't use something that wasn't going to be supported by different social media accounts that I use. So, in all honesty, I gave it up. But if it had the app support, would I have still used Windows Mobile? Then the answer to that question is no. Because while it had smooth features to it, while it performed pretty good for only having 512 megabytes of RAM, the one thing that I just didn't really like so much about Windows Mobile was the fact that it just seemed too plain. It seemed too stereotypical. That's the Windows Phone. And so I never continued using it on. Do I still have my phone that has Windows Mobile on it? Yeah, I do. Do I use it? No. Do I keep it for nostalgic purposes? Yeah. Age-old question, have I ever used an iPhone? Yes, I have. Have I owned one? No. Have I used a friend's iPhone to see what it was like? Yeah, I played around with it. Was it something that dawned on me and became appealing? No, it didn't. Am I wrong for feeling that way? I'll tell you guys the honest to God's truth. No. I am not wrong for feeling that way. Just like the person who is so brand loyal to Apple can make a video exactly like mine, say the same thing, but about Apple. And is he wrong or is she wrong? No. We like what we like. And I think, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Shh. Everyone can say what they want to say. They can dislike something or they can like it. Fine. For me, if someone likes an Apple product or an iPhone, do I give them crap about it? Do I give them shit about it? No, I don't. They like what they like. I have a coworker, not gonna say names or anything like that. One day walking by, decided to tell me it was like he didn't like my shirt. And the reason why is because he likes Apple products. He likes the iPhone. He likes, the iPad and anything Apple and iOS he likes. I could tell. So he was like, he caught a little offense to my shirt. And I was more of like, it's the Android. It's Andy, the Android guy. If you guys didn't know what the Android bot's name is, everyone refers to him as Andy. But it's Andy, the Android bot, and he's holding the Apple logo. And so to make fun out of it, where it wasn't so offensive, because he was offended by my shirt, I was like, it's in no way to disrespect Apple. It was the Android guy holding up the Apple logo as a nice gesture. Sure, does it necessarily mean that that's what it was? No. Was the graphic intended to look like that the Android bot bit the Apple? Yeah, but it depends on how you see it. One can say it bit the Apple logo, and another person can say it's holding up Apple like they're friends. It's just it's your perception. But it really shouldn't bother you that bad that one person or another person likes a particular brand so much that they even want to represent it. Like, what is wrong with representation? Why would it kill someone to see someone else wearing an Android shirt or an Apple shirt or a shirt with an iPhone on it or an Android t-shirt or a hat or a beanie, shorts, socks, whatever? Like, what is wrong with it? Does it necessarily mean that, it should be taken in that offensive light as if it was some sort of, slur or inappropriate image? No. At the end of the day, this is all mobile technology. It's all going to change. 5 years from now, Android could completely flatline. We don't know what the future holds. Just like right now, everyone's making a big stink about the iPhone 8, the iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone 10. And everyone's like, well, it just seems that the Apple's killing out the iPhone 8 by, giving all this major attention to the iPhone 10. And, hey, it's a matter of speculation, and it's a matter of opinion. Some people have been following this closely and have mentioned some really key points about it that, at the end of the day, kind of reflect how it is. It's just crazy how everything can be taken out of context so far, so beyond anything else out there, and used as a pivotal way to start some sort of argument. And, the conversations, they used to be fun. They used to be fun to go into a chat forum and talk about your favorite mobile OS brand, whether you loved iOS or you loved Android, comparing the two, having intellectual conversations, having something worth saying, pointing out facts that you know, and listening to facts that they know, and just the minds just colliding, but in a positive form, was fun. Today, it is nearly like pulling teeth. To have a conversation with someone that likes an operating system that is the opposite of what you like no longer ends up in a cheerful and friendly battle of wits. It now ends up in just really childish arguments. You start off comparing everything you know about the mobile operating systems, and you dive right into hardware specifics, and you dive into marketing campaign, and you dive into so much. But when one keeps stacking these blocks to build a tower, rather than either agreeing to disagree or coming to a mutual consensus to just stop, then it winds up becoming personal attacks. And then you start to think to yourself, was it worth it? Was it worth going through all of that? So my thing is just more of like, why even today let things like brand loyalty, brand specifics, be a reason to shed this emotion of hatred and disdain for a person that you don't even know? You don't even know. You can totally hate a guy because he's wearing an Android t-shirt and you're so pro Apple, and then you needed an extra $1 at Starbucks because you're short $1, and that would have been the dude that was cool and kind enough to just spot you $1. But because you wanted to be a total dick about it, he decided, no. I think today people just take this stuff way too far. If it's a battle of wits, a friendly game of chess back and forth, iOS versus Android, fine, so be it. Those are fun. Those are fun to talk about and fun to listen and fun to read and fun to just do. But if it's going to end up where you got to get so frustrated that your point of view, well, not your point of view, but your focal points shift from mobile technology, mobile operating systems to personal attacks by way a person looks, acts, feels, whatever that's personal about them, then you're immature. And you really don't belong in any of it to be discussing any type of mobile technology or anything of that sort. Because that kind of stuff is just not wanted. You know, and it goes into the same thing as mobile service providers. Everyone's like pro Metro, pro Boost Mobile, pro whatever. You know what? Like what you like. Like what you want to like. And who gives a damn about what the rest of everyone else thinks about you. But at the same time, too, know this. There's not one company that can clearly say that they offer the best service from coast to coast and from every inch of grain of soil on this continent. There's not one. Every one of them has weak spots, dead spots, spotty coverage, and just wackiness in all of them. Are some better than the other? Yes. But does that necessarily mean that because they are the best all across? No. Should you believe maps that you see on websites? No. So let's cut the BS and let's just go down to it. People like what they like. It's interesting to see what other people like. Are they wrong for liking something different than you? No, they're not. So let's just cut it all. And let's just agree to disagree. And let's make this fun again. So that is my vlog of the night. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section by leaving a comment, because I greatly appreciate them. First time checking out my channel, thanks for checking out my channel and watching the video. If you want to see more like that, there's that subscribe button. Click it. And also click the bell option next to it, turn on notifications so you know when I'm uploading a video. Why do I say that? Shh. Not when I'm uploading a video, but when a video is uploaded, you will know, and you will not miss a second of it. Until then, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Tito, and I'm out.